Hey, what is up? Welcome back. Cameo the Younger here, and today we're going to be playing some Fortnite, and there's actually been a pretty controversial topic going around the Fortnite game today. So yeah, we're going to cover it. Or not really today, it was more like a few weeks ago, and kind of got sparked back up with the rumor of bots being in the game. I can think of a couple reasons why, but I'll get into those reasons later in the video. And now, skill-based matchmaking. It's basically, you get into a match that's with people equally skilled as you. That way it makes the game more interesting, and it actually makes it better to, play. Because, not everyone likes to get completely shit on at the beginning of every single match. Oh, wait, does this thing have aim assist? Very little. Okay. Now, that's the reasons that skill-based matchmaking will be good. Now, people will argue against it. They'll say, but if there's skill-based matchmaking, it's not really Battle Royale. But you see, that's where your definitions are wrong in the first place. Battle Royale is simply 100 people, or at least it's basically a free-for-all, okay? You try to kill people who are trying to kill you, the last person alive wins. Doesn't say anything in there else about how skilled they are. They can be equally skilled, or they could simply not be. But the fact is, you're like saying, oh, but Battle Royale has to be this, or it's not a battle. You know what it really is, so why don't you just shut that argument up right quick. Why is there a random walk-on right there? Hold up. Didn't do it. Working on one earbud right now. That was left. That sounds like ground. Oh! Okay, so basically people arguing against it. I had to focus right there, so I lost my train of thought. Anyway. And you see, the reason that I'm completely wrecking people right now is because this freaking submachine gun, it's OP as fuck. It has nothing to do with skill, trust me. I've played like 6 matches already, okay? I have not even broke top 50 yet. I get this SMG and I'm immediately 3 kills top in 50 already. But anyway, people who don't like that idea because they don't think it's really a Battle Royale if everyone has around the same levels of skill. Which, I mean, they do have a point, but not that big of a point to say, oh, it's the worst thing ever. Because it's not the worst thing ever, it's actually better than people realize. For one, it would make them more money because less people would be less interested in the game. Like me, whenever I first started, I was just getting, just destroyed. Like, all the time. I couldn't even break top 80 whenever I started. And I started day 1, okay, so, I had the chance to actually get good, but I couldn't. Everyone was just so much better than me because I hardly ever played shooters. The only shooter that I'd played even close to that time was Battlefield 4. And even then, on that game, I wasn't that good at it. Now, I've recently bought Battlefield 1, and I'm not that bad at it now. I hardly ever go negative, but like I'm either negative or even, or I'm either positive or even in Battlefield. And but anyway, that's beside the point. I was just a little measure of my skill. Oh hey, they added this place in for lore and stuff. That's awesome. It's for the other character. I kinda wanna use the bush, but I kinda don't. But you see, and then there's other YouTubers like Chaos, for example. Let's use him. They're not like, I mean, of course they're good, but like, alright, like it's hard to explain. They say that they're getting better at the game, but I really think that they just said they were bad to, like, you know, further their persona. That way they can seem like they got better. And I'm sorry that, you know, there's audio in the background, but, you know, some people in my house are deaf, apparently. But anyway, I'm gonna have to talk a bit louder now. Sorry if the audio's bad, but, you know, I'm trying to cut out that for copyright reasons. I don't want some random hillbilly copywriting me. I'm sorry. But anyway, the game needs skill-based matchmaking. For one, it keeps more people interested. And for two, it's better for the players, okay? And whenever I say interested, I mean interested all around. Like for streamers and for players alike. You know, let's say you got paired in a match with Ninja and completely got dominated while he was streaming, okay? Like, he, like, walked up to you, you tried to build, he built over you, he dropped down and he shot you in less than, like, 5 seconds, okay? That's not interesting for anyone to watch, okay? Like, I don't see why people like to watch that. I mean, some people might, of course, but could you not say that it would be more interesting to watch someone actually have to try to win? Like, you see all these streamers and, like, they've just been playing like, they're just total nerds, basically, okay? They've been playing games their entire frigging life. Which, I mean, I have too, but I haven't been playing shooters all my life. Like, remember that part. That's an important part there. Okay, so you get where I'm coming from, and now there is also this rumor of bots being in the game, which I kind of doubt. You see, there's this thing in the Call of Duty community called, you know, like, they call really bad players bots, okay? Oh shit. But anyway, they call bad players bots, and I think probably some streamer said it, and then, like, it actually got a little bit of heat, you know? Like, it actually got some traction. That's what I suspect. I'm not completely sure. But, on the other hand, there could also be the thing with skill-based matchmaking. Maybe they can't find that many people who are as skilled as someone like Tfue or Ninja or TSM Myth, you know? Like, that's a possibility. Like, because basically all of the good streamers are actually pretty good at the game, whether or not people think they are or not. They really are. Your arguments are stupid. They're a lot better than you think they are. Okay, like... So maybe they got paired up with bots because the game couldn't find anyone as good as them. Maybe that's what happened, maybe that's not. Now, that's my whole 2 cents on the issue. That's why Fortnite would be better with skill-based matchmaking. Now I'm going to finish out this match, you know. Probably going to lose, although I do have a P90. It is what won 2 of my games. That guy put up no fight at all. I feel bad. You see, if someone like Myth rolled, or not Myth, but... Okay. If someone like Myth rolled up on that other guy and just did exactly what I did, like, I imagine that was probably cool for me to watch, you know. Because, like, I'm pretty bad. But, like, Myth does that to everyone that he sees. Now, imagine if Myth actually had to try against someone. Wouldn't that be more interesting to watch? Like, think about it. You're watching someone who isn't putting up any fight whatsoever. Or they're putting up a fight, but they're not doing as good as they could because there's no one that's actually that good around them until like the last 5 people. Usually not even then at times. Wouldn't it be more interesting to watch them have to try the entire game instead of the last 5 minutes of it? Like, just consider that, folks. This has been Cameo the Younger. You know, I'm out.